The palace seriously just released a third fake image of Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales. Let's talk about that and more in this video. But first, don't forget to subscribe for more royal news, celebrity news, and reality television recaps. So Kate Middleton has been missing since December of 2023. We have not seen a single credible photo of the princess, despite the fact that Kensington Palace has released 3 photos, okay? So the first one was a staged paparazzi shoot in a car with her mother, Carol Middleton, but the woman next to Carol, in my opinion, cannot 100% be confirmed as Kate Middleton. The woman is much heavier than Kate is. The woman is missing Kate's signature mole, and the woman was very clearly wearing a synthetic wig with a bunch of flyaways at the front. A lot of you also pointed out how the car seems to have 3 wheels on one side, pointing to a Photoshop error on the photo. Then after that, what did Kensington Palace decide to do? Well, they decided to send over, or publish on their Instagram account rather, a fake photo of Kate and her children to celebrate Mother's Day in the UK. The only problem is that photo was so severely chopped, screwed, and butchered that the Associated Press, the AFP, and the French National Press all had to issue major alerts demanding everybody who had already published the image to take it down, and anybody who was about to just go ahead and sit this one out, because this photo does not represent reality. It had been played with way too much. As usual, it's okay to Photoshop some images, right? Like to play around with the colors, to clear up some blemishes and stuff like that. But when you are actually pasting things that weren't in that photo originally, and you were refusing to send over the raw files to the press, that's when they go, you know what? You're playing in my face. Let me go ahead and call you out on it. And that's what happened to them. So after that controversy, that's 2 photos down, right? 2 fake photos. What does Kensington Palace do? Well, they release a 3rd photo. So they staged for Kate and William to get photographed in a car together. And I think maybe this is in response to the fact that it was rather strange that Kate was doing a school run with her mother in the first photo rather than with her husband, William, right? Because wasn't the press saying that William was the one doing all of the school runs and stuff on his own while Kate was out sick? So why wouldn't she have been joining him? Why was she joining her mom? Is everything okay there in the palace? So I think that's why they had her sitting next to him in this 3rd photo. But now, upon closer inspection, what are we finding out? That this photo, this 3rd photo, looks to be yet another fake. I want to give a major shout out to Ashley the Texan on Twitter for posting this. She said, and I quote, "Okay, I went down the fashion rabbit hole. This is very similar to Kate's 2016 some hairstyle and hat. Play with the coloring and you can clearly see what looks like a bow outline. It looks like they blurred out her big round earring as well. Hashtag Kate Middleton, hashtag KateGate, hashtag Katespiracy." By the way, chef's kiss on those hashtags, especially Katespiracy. Love that. So why don't we take a look at this? First of all, before we even get into this image, when I saw it, I said, well, here they go playing in our faces again. Who rides in a car like this? The car's going this way and you're just riding like this, like a dodo bird. That doesn't make any sense, okay? And if she saw the cameras and she decided to turn away, then the cameras would have caught her at least spotting them, because if she spots a camera, it means the camera was already trained on her. So if the camera's already trained on her, why was it not recording the video, right? That's another big one. Do videos not exist anymore in this neck of the woods? London, are y'all okay? What happened to videos? Is there some kind of thing in the force field that stops videos from being able to be taken? Because that would have helped a lot of things, like with that first fake photo of Kate and Carol, and now here, Kate and William, right? There's no video. There's only one singular shot, and it's off the back of this woman's head. I know how paparazzi work. I watched the Britney Spears documentary. Do you know how much money a photo of Kate's head is worth right now? The front of it? A lot of damn money. A lot. It's probably the most valuable photo you can take. You can retire yourself. You can retire your spouse. And you can pre-retire your 2-year-old child right now. I'm exaggerating, but still, with a photo of Kate, a clear photo of Kate right now. So the fact that these paparazzi who make a living taking photos and getting the money shot are not able to secure a money shot, are not able to secure a money video of Kate Middleton, it says that something is going on, especially when you point to all of these images that are faking things. And now Kate being thrown under the bus. They're saying that Kate edited that family photo and that's why it's all so bad, because she's just an amateur photographer. So she is in such rough shape that she can't do any of her waving duties that she needs to do, right? But she's got the energy to be photoshopping photos for Mother's Day. Shouldn't she be relaxing on Mother's Day? You know, and she's riding around town with Kate. She's riding around town with her mom. It's just not making sense. And she can't make a video thanking people for the cards or telling people that she's doing okay. It doesn't make sense. So anyway, let's get back to this photo. Now that Ashley has pointed it out and she has put the side-by-side photos, I am starting to get chills. I really am. Because take a look. Everything is lining up right down to the jowl on the right side of her cheek. Do you see that little protrusion there just above the chin and just below the cheek? It's the same as in the previous photo, you guys. So that is rather interesting. Like, to me, that says, okay, at least this time, I am at least 80% confident that it is Kate in this photo, okay? And now she's facing in the exact same direction. And so when you see the hat on the right side with that bow and everything on it, do you see right there to the same left side, right before William's eye socket and whatnot, you see a little protrusion to the left? I do think that that is representative of the bow as well. But there is something that is a little bit different about these photos to me, and it's that in the photo captured, the photo that was published yesterday, it appears as though we see more of Kate's ear than we do in the initial photo. So I am wondering what's going on there, because did they kind of play around with the hair or what? Ashley also said that they seemingly edited out the earring from Kate's ear as well to kind of throw people off. So I want to know if you guys are seeing everything that Ashley's calling out, because I do think that she could be on point. I am also seeing something like a little bit high on the neck and everything like that. I am also seeing a rather high collar on Kate's neck and everything like that. So similar to the high jacket that she's got there. And now another sign that points to the idea that this may have been doctored is the brick wall in the background. One thing you might notice is that the press, once the rumbling started coming out about the brick wall not really aligning on the top and on the bottom, the press started trimming the image and only sharing the brick wall that you see in the car. So now I've got one of the versions that shows the brick from the inside window and from the top out back. And I want to know if you think that lines up, because to me, the brick we're seeing based through the car window is a lot more evenly aligned. You see the grout and everything like that. It's nice and bright white, and it all seems very flat, okay? Like it's like more recent. And then the brick on top is a completely different color, right? It's a very, very blood orange, ambery color with some yellows in there. And it's more stacked in a haggard way. It's not a flat surface similar to the bottom. This is kind of like you see some jutting out a little bit more than others and whatnot. It's a lot more like, you know, cobblestone versus paved sidewalk is what I'm trying to compare here, okay? So I definitely do think that that is interesting. Some people might say that the tinting of the window might have changed the way that the brick looked, but here you go. I've got a photo of Prince Harry driving through the same area himself, and would you know, here he is in the window of his car. The brick correctly aligns with the brick outside. It looks the exact same. It has not been changed by his car, okay? And mind you, these royals, they all have the same car. They got the same fleet. Royals need bulletproof cars. They need very secure cars. So if Harry's rolling around in this official car and it's got the same quality windows that Will and Kate are rolling around in, and they're rolling by the same wall from the same palace, why is the brick not changing in Harry's image the way that it's changing in Will and Kate's image? Why is the brick on the outside in Harry's image more similar to the brick on the inside of Will and Kate's image? Something is going on, you guys. Something's going on. They really want us to think that this is a random paparazzi shot that was taken the other day, but I think that this is something that they fed to the press themselves, and it appears as though maybe this was actually taken, you know, that time, right? Like on their way to that engagement, and then they photoshopped some things out. But the brick wall thing is really throwing me off. What would be the reason for that wall changing? You know, is this a photo taken in nighttime, pasted over a photo taken in daytime? I don't know, but something is definitely up there in my opinion. So, you know how yesterday on my channel we discussed the family photo and how faked it was? If you haven't already, I've got a really deep video on that. It's about 20 minutes long. So, if you want to really get in the weeds, definitely make sure to check out that video. But we talk about how people started theorizing online that that photo of Kate, her face was doctored in from the British Vogue cover. So here, I think Ruby Naldrett was the first to come up with this theory. Paul Lomax then did an actual imposition of the British Vogue photo side by side and layered on top of Kate's family photo, and it was the same. So definitely shout out to that. And then there was another creator on TikTok. When I find her name, I will be putting it on the screen. But she also said that the kids and Kate's outfits are reminiscent of the time where she went to the children's, like they went to some kind of charity shop for children, and she took her kids there, and the kids are wearing the same outfits. You see Charlotte's wearing the same frilly collar. Louis and George have the same outfits as well. It's just the color and all their outfits have been changed. Even Kate was wearing the same jeans, same boots. But it seems that they changed it, and that was taken in November of 2023, and put it all together to create this Frankenstein image that was just so wildly photoshopped that it got pulled from all publication around the world, you know? So all of this is just pointing to something being very, very seriously, severely wrong in the background here. Do we know yet what it is? No, but just an FYI there that, listen, Easter's coming up. We've only got a couple more weeks until Easter, and that is when they said that Kate Middleton will be back. So we're going to take a good look at her when she's back and see, you know, what's been going on. Was she really just undergoing an abdominal surgery and it was just a PR that was terrible? Or was it something more? Let's take a look at her bangs, and let's take a look at the BBL region to see if there's any kind of advancement there. And what happens if Kate actually pulls out of Easter and says she needs more time? To me, that would point to something else, which is the divorce theory. That one of them asked for divorce and Kate is no longer cooperating, either until, if it's Will that asks for the divorce, until he puts down his request, or if it's she that asked for the divorce and William's refusing, then she's not playing ball until she gets her divorce. I don't know, but something definitely is brewing. So stay tuned for Easter for more details on that. I don't know, but let's keep our eyes peeled, shall we? And you know, I've been getting a lot of comments in my videos about this series with people saying thank you for staying on top of it. I'm like, well, thank y'all for staying on top of it with me, because I've got no one in my real life to talk about this with. I tried to like bring my friend with me down the rabbit hole by her ankle, but she refused to come. So I've only got you guys. So I really do appreciate having like a community of people to talk about this with, because I really do think that something serious is happening here. And I know that a lot of times the press and like the bootlickers are calling us crazy for seeing these things, but listen, what we've been saying has turned out to be true so far, especially about that chopped and screwed family photo. So I'm definitely continuing to keep my eyes open despite all of the insults coming our way, okay? And I hope that you guys are as well. Let's continue just having our own opinions, keeping our eyes open, and not just accepting everything that's being spoon-fed to us. I do think it's important to use discernment when you consume media, because a lot of times people in positions of power lie, if not most of the time. So definitely don't be afraid to question things, you guys. Anyway, let me know what you think about this third photo. Do you think it's yet another fake photo of Kate Middleton? Again, who rides in the car this way? And why would a photographer who wants to get $1 million shot of Kate Middleton, why would he not be clicking, you know how those photography things are, 1,000 photos within 2 minutes? Why would he not have had Kate? Because if Kate spotted him, it means the camera was already on her. So he should have had a photo of her at least startled to see the camera before she turns away, or at least a little bit more than that. And how long was she riding like this for? You know, I don't think she was riding like this for the entire time. I think that something's going on with that photo. I don't know that it was necessarily taken yesterday, or if the person that took it, maybe it was someone from the inside, maybe it was someone from Kensington Palace who took it, and then they decided that this is what they were going to put out. I don't know, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Something's going on there. Anyway, let me know what you think, you guys, in the comment section down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.